extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with a slab.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, Tim? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals have recovered it.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
12, 11, 11, 11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to maneuver. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people. Good run there.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Bengals at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
On first down, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They go play action now. Wilson steps away. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Oh, what a move. And he's got some space here. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go, here we go.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
11 Thomas.
And Burrow going to throw again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun again to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A nightmare of a first half for them. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. This is complete to Hawkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 29, Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, and intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
11. 11.
Burrow on 3rd down. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
12.
They'll give it to Mixon, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
On second and goal, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Wilson to throw. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
11 empty.
Burrow looking to pass. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
12.
Looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Mixing up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they put together a very strong drive as a response.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, Burrow. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 20. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On one, ready?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go, here we go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. Here's Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Able to find Mims. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson to throw. Rolling to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Wilson. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they run this to the 45. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice. And
now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.